So today we're going to talk about twin flame sex. The reason why sex with twin flame is different is because they were created to have sex with you. Sex with them is like perfect even when you're not trying for it to be perfect, because you're literally created to have sex with one another. You can't really mess it up with your twin flame. With a soulmate, for example, everyone has a twin flame. So if you're having sex with someone who isn't your twin flame, you're kind of having sex with someone else's twin flame. And it's not necessarily going to hit the spot. It's not necessarily going to last and get better and better and better like it does with your twin flame, because they're not the perfect person for you, right? Eventually, the excitement and the chemistry and the maybe lust or whatever is going on there is going to fade out over time, because you're not having sex with your twin flame. Your twin flame, the sex just keeps getting better and better and better because you're created perfectly for one another. And you're not going to be abandoned either when it comes to sex with your twin flame, because when you've met your twin flame and you're working on healing separation with them, you like in a soulmate sex, like for example, you're going to eventually experience them leaving you when you're leaving them, because they're not your twin flame. And it might not be in this lifetime, and it might not be in the next 10 lifetimes, right? If you have a really strong like soulmate agreement, but eventually you're going to experience them leaving you. And it's gonna probably not feel very good to invest all of this energy to a relationship that includes sexual energy, and eventually it has to part ways because you're not designed for one another in that way. But with your twin flame, they were there from the start. They're the person that you're designed to have sex with. And so you can't really be abandoned by them in that space. You're gonna like being with your twin flame and having sex with them is very potent spiritual experience, and so it will bring up things to heal, because sex is like communion with the divine, and that's a very high vibrational energy. And so if you have sex you have like some things from past relationships that aren't resolved, it's going to come up to be healed, because you're going to have that vibration of things that you're working through, and you're going to have the vibration of sexual communion coming together, and those things that are out of alignment with perfect sexual communion are going to come up to be healed and released. So there's going to be things that come up to be released and healed, but that is actually you releasing the past experiences of abandonment and healing abandonment that you may have experienced in other relationships, because they weren't your twin flame. So you won't be abandoned. It's real. And also, oh yeah, it's really good and it keeps getting better. So it's just scientific, because you were created to have sex with one another, like that's who your twin flame is to you, then the sex doesn't actually get boring. It just gets better and better and better and more beautiful, which is also a transcendental experience to what consciousness knows today, because everyone's so used to having sex with soulmates. So if you don't believe me, I don't really care. I'm sharing with those who desire to be with their twin flame. And that's what I have today to share. So thank you, and I will see you in another video. Bye.